So Edochie is back once again. He definitely will react to the podcast talk slash interview granted by May Edochie, popularly called by our fans Queen May. This podcast was granted on a platform that we all have come to talk about. I'm talking about the person of okay, let's leave him. It's not important in this talk. The thing is this: Edochie has reacted. There was a time Edochie was accusing this person who hosted this podcast, saying, "You are the one pimping." I'm talking of AY the comedian, okay? I've called him, I've said it, that's his name. AY the comedian whose wife left him because he was into the same thing that Edochie is into. And he did his own close to the house. I mean, his wife knows the person that one of the people that AY was benching. Pregnancy or no pregnancy, that's a story for another day. Now, Edochie has reacted again, apart from the reaction back then, accusing AY of pimping Mary to married rich men abroad and also to married politicians. I'm telling you guys this for real. In fact, I'm breaking you guys into what Edochie is saying, that Mary is simply fooling people with her side that we don't know, but he is aware of it. He said Mary has this two sides. In fact, three. Let me go exactly how Edochie said his things. Three sides. One side is the side that you will never see. That side, he knows it quite well. And that side is what you see inside of their home that we can never see. That side is not really a nice side. That there is this two sides. One side, the gentle, quiet lady, classy, who does not like to be too excessive in this and that is her face that she put out there. And there is also another side. That side, he called it rattlesnake type. I'm kind of wondering, maybe Edochie is so unlucky, because if that's what it is, why did you pick another big boa constrictor as a second wife? I don't really get it. Or is it python as second wife? I don't get this thing at all. So Edochie is saying that Mary is simply fooling people with this side of herself, that Mary has three sides. And one side is the side that can go and do the undoable, and then she applies the other side that pretend and act like she cannot swallow a bowl of soup, as if her throat is too tiny and she can't do nothing. You know, that kind of, he's simply saying Mary pretends a lot. Then I'm kind of wondering, if that is it, how come this man is having issues with divorce? Well, maybe because of that house. He's not comfortable with letting go of that house, at least for now, because he has young children there. And also the bill he has to pay for those children, at least the underage, he has to pay. So Edochie is saying that this podcast where Mary is talking as if AY is a stranger to her, that AY that used to carry all of these women plus his younger brother's wife, all of them, they go to club, they go abroad, they go to do all of these bad things, and that AY is pretending, interviewing Mary and acting like certain questions. That can't we look at the face of AY, his demeanor, the way he does, and some of those things, because there are things that he knows, that we think Mary is that innocent, that she's not that kind of innocent, that Mary is being pimped all over the place, that she serves some of those politicians, and they are the ones that are footing some of her bill. This is deep. Edochie, like, I don't get it. So some of the things that Mary talked about in that podcast, she spoke about her journey without being disrespectful. She spoke about how she attained, she acquired, how she applied the trade that she had learned from her parents and around her whilst growing up in Enugu and environ, and also her education. She said she studied computer science and engineering, probably in one of the universities there, ESUT or Enugu State University or Technology, something. So, or a university there. The thing is this: Edochie wants to be the only one shining. And it seems, because someone that studied computer science and engineering, if she wants to work where she wants to work, doing what she does, what she knows, in this world of tech, she will definitely fly high above. But then, will Edochie have access? Will Edochie have access? Now, let's keep that aside. She found peace, sort of. She said, it happened right here in this very house. It was a naming ceremony, or is it a baby shower, that I came and I met cute Misiano. The cream, the lotion, the baby thing. I mean, from there, I started branding for her. And she pays me for this. At least this was like lifting up someone who is in bankruptcy. Question is this: is it that Edochie did not see that there is no money anymore? How can she be? I mean, like, I don't get it. Was Edochie having so much money in his account? Or, I'm not getting this thing. Because if business is not good at home, bankruptcy, Mary's business is not functioning, not booming, money is not coming in as it should be coming in, how then can you take your gbola and be trying to expand family when a part of your family is not financially stable? She said bankruptcy. Everything went down. But all Edochie could think about is how to be sharing gbola all over the place. Like, I don't get it. He wasn't thinking about the economy of his home. He wasn't thinking of that. And the worst of it is this: he went to now pick a woman that has less value. I don't know, maybe Edochie is seeing value in Judy Austin's The Widow of the village woman. I don't know how much they make from these things. Maybe he's seeing value in this. I don't know. I don't really get that part of it at all. Or he felt, okay, I found a companion, someone that will hype me, someone that will, praise me, sing my praises even when I am acting stupidly or even underperforming, or someone. I don't really get that part of this thing. Or he felt, okay, let me use this one to torture Mary. After all, there is no money anymore. Let me see how she's going to rise up and stand against me. Let me see how she's going to say this and that against me. But she found a friend here, a friend there. Before you know, the connection spread. And I will say thank you to you and I. Yes, because we helped. It was our continuous talk. And also thank you to you, Edochie, for drawing our attention. Yes, you drew our attention continuously. You made us see that part of you that many people did not see because of your craft. So you continuously made this possible. So people started looking at Mary like, wait, what's it about this other woman that is not throwing tantrums? She's not switching on some camera to talk and lambast and curse and talk about how Edochie will pee after he's drunk on the bed and come home vomiting how many of this she had cleaned, or how many terrible women in that industry that Edochie has laid with and she had reacted. But now I'm not going to accept this trash. No, she did not. She only spoke about her stand on her Instagram page and also addressed the part of, because people were, I won't lie to you, back then, people really like Edochie regardless. That's one thing about people. They like him and they felt that his sins should be forgiven. If only he was quiet, he would have won this. But God has a way of doing his thing. You see? So she came again to address the public, fans, when they said, hey, you are just using this thing to now create some kind of sympathy wave. You want to send this wave all over the place, like you are this kind of cool, calm, collected woman. Like, oh, depression is real. Some people think I'm cloud chasing with this. Don't you get? I mean, she said all of these things back then because people got into her DM, got on her page, they started talking and said, you, what's wrong with you? That was when the devil's advocate was still functioning. Sarah Martins saying if she does not want to be counted, she should shift. But because she kept her mouth shut, like, hey, this is not the time to fight this thing on social media. I think she advised herself, due to the amount of time she has put to discipline her mind in school, solving intricate, doing analysis, computer analysis, checking out numbers. So that discipline, and of course, maybe some people had advised her, or that, like, hey, look, don't do this thing on social media. Don't fight the battle on social media. Don't try it. This guy has huge following, and social media will lambast you and tear you apart. After this, your talking about your depression and how this is real, leave everything for God. And when God fights your battle, okay, you know the rest of the story. So, Yul Edochie, all your talk saying that podcast is rubbish, is nonsense, that she's simply using this as a follow-up. That's what Yul Edochie is saying. Follow-up to the Doha thing where she went there with a group of, you know what Yul Edochie is calling all those women there, that she went there with a group of, I don't want to say it, that they are now there, that they are now acting and they are now doing movie on the floor, are crying as if, you know, that kind of thing, that he also has his own tears that he can cry, and maybe it will be at the National Stadium, that he's going to gather people to say his own part of the story. Well, I don't know what you think about this one of Yul Edochie. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.